LL Cool J speaks on his past beef with Jay-Z.
Man, there's
All right.
a lot of talk in the street saying you going that hole, man. Niggas is upset about a lot of rumors about somebody being called the GOAT or the Billy, you know.
Oh yeah.
What's good with that?
Nah. Well, I'll address it on a lot of different levels. As far as me going at homeboy, look, my bottom line, my job is simple. I need my records promoted. People have to understand that when they talk about LL, you talking about 24 years,
Okay.
not 12.
Not 12.
And when you talk about LL, you talking about 1984 and me starting the label. You know what I'm saying? Me, Russell, and Rick actually sitting there and starting Def Jam. So I'm not like I don't begrudge nobody their success and anything that's happening in their lives. And I hear a lot of silly shit about people talking about like I want a job up there. Like what part of me being LL Cool J makes somebody think I want a job at a record company? Like I don't know where people get that idea from, but that's like a fantasy. Because the reality is I turned them records that job down 10 years ago. And I'll tell you why. Because just because just because you can bake a cake, you know what I'm saying, doesn't mean that you're qualified to run a bakery. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I never felt like I had the experience to do that job, so I didn't take the job. So people need to understand that. And as far as going at Jay, it's nothing personal. Like this is purely business. Like all I wanted him to do, all I want the record company to do is promote my records. I'm not looking to assassinate anybody's character. I'm not looking to degrade nobody. I ain't got to do that. Why would I need to do that? I mean, I'm going on my 13th record. And not my 13th record because I jammed 13 albums in the 12 or 13 years. I'm going on my 13th record in my 24th year of my career. I'm doing very well. I got, you know, so, you know, people when they look at me, they got to understand who's talking. You know what I'm saying? This is like, I'm not new to this. Like, I do this for real. I've been doing this. And, you know, a record needs to be promoted. And if somebody gives you their word, they got to keep it. It's as simple as that. So as far as me trying to degrade homeboy or begrudging someone's success, it's impossible because I'm successful. Extremely. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to play those games. You know, I'm like some new cat that's looking to pick at somebody or take shots at somebody. I'm not looking to do that. They didn't promote my record. I want my records promoted, and that's what it is. And I met with them and told them the same thing to their faces. So this is not, you know, and as far as people talking about, oh, well, he could have got this person on the phone. I called. You don't pick up the phone, I fire a shot in the air. Hello?
You say something about a billionaire, it don't mean you hating. Behind the scenes, bro, it just mean the billionaire did some fuck shit, bro. Just cause you got money, you could still do lame shit. This is what a lot of people don't understand, fool. The money make the lame shit look cool. So y'all get confused and y'all think, oh, he talking about, like, for instance, he's talking about Jigga. Man, Jigga ain't always 100% right just because he found a way to the money. Now, this is LL Cool J. LL Cool J is the GOAT. Invented the term, bro. LL Cool J is the GOAT. From New York. Like he said, bro, since 84. This man has been in the game 30 years. 30 years. He didn't try to start no beef, no drama. He wanted his motherfucking record to be promoted, and it wasn't that. You know what I mean? Jay-Z wasn't putting his shit to the top of the totem pole like he should have been. Why? You let a nigga like Jay-Z become the president of a hip-hop label, he's not gonna put the most talented artists all the way to the tip top. Why? He don't want them to overachieve what he's done. Yeah, he don't want them to achieve more than what he's done. He still wants to be the guy. And he ain't 50 years old, he can still rap. Now, can he go as hard as No Malice? I don't know. You know, yeah, I don't know if this new Jay could go that hard, bro. Put out some music. You got to put out some music if you want to still be considered that guy. You know, people right now, No Malice at 52, 54 years old, killing all the veteran rappers. I got to be honest about that. I got to be real. But look, this is still Jay. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is still Jay. But LL Cool J is LL Cool J. That's the GOAT, fam. I believe LL Cool J could still come out with some shit right now that nigga gonna bang. If he was back into his 2000s bag, you know what I mean? LL Cool J would be dropping some shit that'll be changing shit. But right now, he on some real rapper type shit. Real rappers, you got to feel them beats that he fucking with to even understand what he talking about. But The man pen still glistens, man. I got to be honest, got to be real, you know what I mean? But look here, bro. Bottom line, just because a nigga got money doesn't mean he's gonna be 100% right. Doesn't mean he could teach you everything. You know what I mean? You're not 100% wrong because you're broke, fam. You just ain't found your way to the money yet. You know what I mean? Point blank period. When you do, people start seeing you as a genius just like they see their idols, bro. This is just how it works. People have sheepish mentality. They sheep-minded. Meaning they gonna follow the herd. You know what I mean? They gonna follow the herd, and the herd follows money. Cash is king for most people. You know what I mean? But for me, it ain't. Cash is not king for me. I am king, bro. I am legend. You know what I mean? Me too. I must find my way to the money. You know what I mean, bro? I've been working like a dog. Working like a dog for years. And will continue to work like a dog. Why? But you got to keep going. You know what I mean? You got to keep going. We all get a chance. Everybody gets a chance, bro. And if you fuck up your opportunity, you're gonna get another opportunity. But you just gotta see the opportunity for what it is when it comes. You know what I mean? When it shows itself, you gotta see that opportunity, grab that, and use that to get more opportunities, you know what I mean? But yeah, we all get a turn, bro. You're up, you're down, and this is just a way of life, bro. But the have-nots are becoming the haves, you know what I mean? But to bring more have-nots into the have life, you got to share the information. You got to share the knowledge, you feel me? You got to share the knowledge. And like LL Cool J say, if you're in charge of promoting my shit, getting my shit promoted, you got to promote my shit. You know what I mean? Why? The have-nots must look out for the haves. You can't become a have and try to start looking out for the haves and forget where you from. That's where we at with most people. Unfortunately, bro, you forget where you from and what made you into who you are. And a lot of people just don't want to work no more. I work. Look, bro, if working not killing you, you're not working, you know what I mean? You don't do what you want to do in this world. You must do what you have to do. That's what a lot of people don't understand. You think it's built about, oh, I got to do what I want to do. No. You have moral obligations, more fucking obligations to this universe that you're not adhering to. You're not even seeing what you're doing because you're too worried about yourself. Oh, I do this, I get to do this, I get to do that. Life is not about doing what you want to do. Life is about doing what you have to do, fam. It's levels to the shit. But don't become a have and forget that you grew up a have-not. That shit lame, fam. That shit lame. And you will be left behind when the time is right with that mentality, fam. Because the last man is going to finish first. I'm going to end it like I ended my last video. The times they are a-changing. That's Bob Dylan for the people they don't know. You must hear that. That's my old school folk music. You must hear that and know what it means. You know what I mean? Understand what Bob Dylan was trying to say so many years ago. This is the story about the haves and the have-nots, fam. Drop it in the comments. Scars from the Playground. Shout out to LL Cool J. Have a good day. Peace.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap. People tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.